Okay guys, this is the third time that I have now tried to do this video. Evidently my camera keeps shutting off in the middle of me talking. I don't know if it's because the battery died today and it's not charged all the way, because when I turn the camera back on, it comes back on. I don't know what's going on with it. It's really frustrating, so you're going to get a phone video, at least for today. And now I'm going to make this really short, because I've told this story now 2 times all the way through, and it's not working. At least the second time I did it, I noticed that the button on the top of the camera stopped blinking. So at least that, that happened. So basically, what is going on is I am in Superior, Wisconsin. I know I said I was going to post videos every day, but it didn't really work out that way. I didn't think there was enough information to really talk about something every day. While I was in Oklahoma, I had a great time, but I'm going to be going back there, so it's not that big of a deal. Sorry, there's the glare, and the glass is right there. So now I am going to try this story again. And I will say that I'm going to say the best part about this trip and the worst part about this trip so far. The best part about this trip is just being able to spend time with my family and friends. And, these friends are people I consider my family, not by blood, but by choice. And it has been absolutely amazing just to spend time with people and enjoy being around them, and, go eating food together and just talking and catching up on things that we haven't gotten to talk about, that we don't talk about on the phone, because it's just different when you're with your family and your friends and you're sitting there face to face having a conversation. To me, it's more enjoyable to be around them rather than just say, hey, what's up? So I left Oklahoma on the 21st and went to St. Joseph, Missouri. I left the dogs there. And this would be an introduction to the worst part of this trip. Is I knew I couldn't take the dogs with me. I mean, I could have taken the dogs with me, but it would have been really hectic and really, troublesome for them. They're not used to driving around like that. And troublesome for me because I can't really leave them anywhere while I'm on the trip. So they're staying with their dad in Missouri, and that's why it's the worst part of the trip, is because now I am literally on this trip alone. That is, again, why I'm videoing, so that I can document what I did. Because normally, you go on a road trip and you can say, oh, hey, you remember, because you were with somebody, you remember what we did, or we saw this on the side of the road, blah, blah, blah. Well, I can't do that. So these are what I'm going to have. So when I look back and I want to be like, oh, yeah, you remember? Okay, well, nobody's going to remember except for me. So this way I can show people that want to see, and it'll be great. And that's the worst part about this trip, is driving all this time with nobody to talk to in the car. But my music, and just screaming it out, because there's times where I'm just like, okay, I don't want to stay on this road anymore. I knew this would happen. I knew it would happen. I said it in the first video. There's just going to be times... Oh, actually, that video didn't post. But anyways, sorry about that. There's going to be times in this trip where I just don't want to go anymore. And I'm only about a third of the way through, and I'm at that point. I'll be like, oh, I just want to stay here. I don't want to go anymore. And this trip, I have to give a big shout out, first and foremost. This trip almost wouldn't have continued if it was not for my friends, Stacy and Kuzan. The grant money situation was a little late, so it's not going to come in when I thought it was going to. So I had no money, and I was in Missouri, and I said, how am I going to finish this trip? Even if I'm going back to Tucson, how am I going to finish it? And so I called them, and thankfully they wired me some money so that I can finish this trip. And I am so thankful. They have no idea how thankful I am. I keep telling them, thank you so much. But I just don't really think that they really realize how much it means to me. Of course, in June when I get back, I'm gonna pay them back. But I can't do it right now, and without them I wouldn't have been able to continue this trip. So thank you guys again so much, and now you're thanked on a YouTube video. I am in. So like I said, I left Missouri on yesterday morning, which was I don't even know what day it was, but yesterday morning I left Missouri and made it here. And while I was driving up through Iowa, and there's just nothing there on I-35. I didn't know if I was going to stop off somewhere or do something like that, but I didn't because there wasn't anything to stop off to do. It's beautiful land for farming, they have it all nice and pretty, and it's green, but there's just nothing there. And then the second thing I learned was when I got into Minnesota, that people they don't get over. So when you're trying to pass them in the left lane, they just stay in the left lane even if nobody's in the right lane. So I was passing people always on the right side, always in the right lane, and I just thought it was crazy. And that brings up a point of construction. I have been on this trip now for 10 days. Tomorrow will be 10 days. And there has been construction everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. But the thing is that there's no actual construction going on. It's just the cones. Most of the place is not even any machinery. And I know, like we went to have nice roads, so I don't really want to complain about that because the roads, they're going to be better afterwards. But the problem is what are we paying? What are we paying for? Because if they're not working every day during the week to fix the road, the company that is managing it, if they're not working every day, then why does it? That's why it takes so long to get the roads done, because they're not out there doing it every day. I remember being in South Korea when I lived there for 6 weeks, and there were things that went up and they were completely finished. The construction was completely finished in the 6 weeks that I was there. I mean, one sign I saw yesterday was, "Oh, construction will be done in October of 2015." Okay, well, it's May now, so I guess they're just going to take their time. Otherwise, it could have already been finished. I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, I'm not on the planning committee or any of that, but if you already have it blocked off, then why aren't you working on it? And I didn't even see what they were trying to do. Like, it didn't even make sense. But I will hush about that for now because it was just absurd. I am thankful that I left Oklahoma when I did. Not thankful that I had to leave my family, but it is being just flooded right now, Oklahoma and Texas. And I've gotten videos from my family and pictures, and everything's flooding in my little town of Guthrie, Oklahoma, and in other places too. But it did not stop my family, my mom's side, from going to their family reunion today. I am so sad I had to miss it. But it did not stop them from putting up tarps around Raytrand Park Pavilion and having a cookout and bringing food and everything in the rain and everybody being together. What's funny is my mom sent me a video, and I think there was actually more people there this year when it was just completely a torrential downpour than there's been any year that I've ever been there. So when it's been nice outside or whatever, so I don't know if that's just like the redneck craziness or whatever, but they didn't let it stop them. I was lucky enough today to go to Gooseberry Falls in Minnesota. It was absolutely beautiful. And it was nice that I got to go with my friends. I'm here with my friends Josh and Crystal. I've known Crystal since 2008. We were in the same division in A school in the Navy. And then we moved we were stationed in the same place in Hawaii. So I've known her all this time, and she has two beautiful kids. It's funny is that her oldest is Clara, and the youngest is Michael. Clara, evidently 3 days ago, told her parents that she said, "Oh, Amber's going to be here soon." And they're like, "Oh, why do you say that?" She said, I just know she's going to be here." So when I got here yesterday, she's like, "Amber, oh, okay, you're here now." And I asked her, I said, "Clara, how did you know I was going to be here?" She said, "Oh, I just knew." And it was really cute because it was innocent, She just had a feeling, I guess, that I was going to be here. And I mean, it's absolutely beautiful up here in Minnesota, Wisconsin, because I'm right on the border. You got Duluth on one side, Superior on the other. And I got to go to my friend restaurant where she works. Last night I didn't get to pester her because she was our waitress. It's kind of funny. She just started, so she's really nervous even with us. I don't know why. But they have this bridge that all the boats go under and they'll raise it up like every 30 minutes. But the whole inside of the bridge comes up, and then goes back down. And I thought there were going to be some pretty big boats coming in there, but there weren't. There was a little tugboat and then a little sailboat. But it was still really awesome. I got to eat dinner on the rooftop, like a deck, and look out over this Lake Superior. And it's massive. The only other body of water I've ever seen that this big is the ocean. So, yeah. I am leaving in the morning at 6. I had to decide today whether I wanted to get a cabin or stay in my tent. And I don't know if I already said this in this video, but I chose the cabin because it's going to be raining at 3 o'clock in the morning the day that I'm supposed to leave, and I don't want to get soaked. Maybe I'm taking the easy way out, but I don't want to get soaked. I even thought about maybe staying in my car, but I just paid for the cabin, and that will be that. And I'm kind of sad. I've had to miss some things in Oklahoma in order to do this trip. I missed my cousin's bachelorette party, and I'm sorry about that, Ashley. I was there in spirit, but I was in Missouri when she. Oh no, actually, I was here. I think they did it on Saturday night, so last night, yeah, the 23rd, and then I missed my family reunion today. I've gone to a couple over the years since I moved away in 2008, and it's always been a great time, and I'm just kind of sad I didn't get to go. But I know everybody was thinking about me because they told me on Facebook. They're like, oh yeah, we missed you there. But yeah, so the next couple of days are going to suck, to be completely honest. Like I said, the worst part of the trip is not having anybody to talk to in the car. And my drive tomorrow is about 12 hours. And then on the next day, which I guess is the 26th, so Tuesday morning, my drive is about 11 hours to Warwick, Rhode Island. And it's not going to be a pleasant drive. Hopefully there's things to look at. I am going to get to see the rest, or some of the other Great Lakes, because I'm going south of all of them. But hopefully it's gonna be nice. Because if not, it's gonna be really boring and it's gonna make me want to turn around. And like I said, I already knew this was gonna happen, that I'd want to turn around at some point. But I think as long as I get to Rhode Island, then I'd say, okay, I'm halfway through. And because I think I have to drive 761 miles tomorrow. I don't know how truckers do it. I really don't. My papa used to drive a truck. I just don't know how they sit for hours on end, with nobody to talk to. Good luck on them. That's how we get our things in the stores that we like to buy. So thank you, truck drivers, for doing that for us, because I couldn't do it. I could not do this for a living. Maybe flying everywhere I went, I could do that for a living, but I cannot. I cannot drive for a living. For one, I don't even really like driving, but it was the only feasible way to go around and see everybody that I wanted to see. And I'm only about a third of the way done with my trip right now, so I think when I get to Rhode Island, I think that it's going to be about halfway. If not, then when I get to Maryland and I stay the night in Maryland, that will be halfway from what I need to finish. And I don't know. I really don't know what all I've said in this video. I'm really sorry if I've repeated things. Like I said, I have done this 3 times now, so don't remember what all I said. I know, one thing that I did say in the other videos is that they're really environmentally conscious here, which is awesome. I was taken yesterday to go see some point on the lake, and they had the road closed for the piping plover for nesting season. I think April 15th to August 15th. So that was really awesome to see, because one of my favorite birds is a golden plover, and they're in Hawaii. I don't know where else they live, but they do live in Hawaii, and they're one of the cutest things I've ever seen. This is almost like a little fat bird with these really tiny long legs, and they're so cute. And I'm sorry about the video quality. Like I said, that camera is just getting on my nerves. And, I'm going to be really upset if I go to YouTube and this video doesn't actually post from my phone. So, I don't know. I'll probably try to get another video up tomorrow and think of anything that I may have left out today. I have to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning, so that should be interesting. But I don't know, this campsite seems to be more modern. So I think their internet may work a little better. I don't know. Last time it took all night to load the videos that I did load. So, yeah. I think I'm going to get off of here now because people are probably wondering why I've been sitting up here talking to myself for 30 minutes. Because I didn't tell anybody that I was coming up here to make the videos. But I figured I better do it before it gets too late. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.